What's up, guys? It's Ron. We're back again today down here in Texas with the OBS, and today I figured I would make a video mainly for my future self, so when I come back to this I remember how to do it, but I figured it might also help you guys out a little bit. So I'm gonna be doing a data log with the truck today, and the reason I want to do that is because last time when I went to the track I was hitting a boost cut on my very last pass, and I've had this happen before when I do pulls on the highway. So I figured let's do a data log, send it off to my tuner, see what's going on, if I'm just hitting that boost cut because I'm making that amount of boost, or if there's something else going on, if I'm running out of fuel pressure, or whatever the case might be. So we're gonna do that today. Here's the how-to video on how to data log with a Holley Terminator. All right, these sunglasses don't really seem to want to stay dark, unfortunately, but here's step one. You're gonna go ahead and approach your Holley equipped vehicle. You're gonna open the door, get inside. I've got my laptop already set up here. If you need a tutorial on how to do that, I can do that. But step two, once you're inside the vehicle, will be to turn your laptop on. Will be to turn your laptop on. Will be to Welcome back. So step number one, make sure your laptop is fully charged and any automatic updates that it wants to do are completed. Step number two will be what I just showed, getting into the vehicle and having your laptop set up. So if you're watching this, future Aaron, you're an idiot, and we'll have the laptop ready to go here in a minute. So we'll show you steps, whatever the next ones are, 3 and 4, how to get it hooked. Technology is not cooperating with me today. My phone just cut out. So steps 3 and 4, we'll get it hooked up to the Holley here and show you how to start data logging. Eventually we'll get to it. Okay, we're back in the truck finally, and I promise we're past the hard part. So now that the laptop has been updated and the battery has a decent amount of battery, we're gonna go ahead and open up Holley Terminator X software. And then we're gonna turn the key on, plug it in, and we'll be able to hit data log basically. So let's do that. All right, so we'll open up Terminator software. It's open, and come over here, turn the key on. Key is on. We're gonna come over here to our adapter. I have a splitter there. If you don't have a splitter, the USB cable should plug right into your same thing as the gauges. I'm gonna find a USB. Of course, it's on the other side. I'm gonna plug the USB in. I'm gonna close that. Okay. ECU is on. I'm gonna hit download from ECU. Config has been set. Terminator X Max. Okay, it's getting all of its information. My tuner is Dr. EFI, and that's how he names his files. Okay, automatically closes. So next you're gonna wanna hit USB link. Okay, now we should be able to see, there we go, active gauges. Okay, so to get to that point of seeing the active gauges, what we did, opened up the Holley system, downloaded the config to it. It just reads whatever file and whatever truck or whatever tune file is on there, it reads that. Once you hit USB link, it now is reading off of the Holley. If I want to complete a data log, what I'm going to do is come over here to this clipboard, toggle logging status. I'll hit that. I'll move away from it, see how the clipboard is now red. That is actively data logging. And then I hit it again to stop. It's gonna pop up this here to save your file, so you can name it whatever you want to name it. I like to put the date and then what pull it was, if there's a little bit of detail that I can add to it for my tuner so that he knows what to expect when he's reading it. I'm sure he has his own nomenclature that he likes to use, probably just the date and whatever vehicle or whatever it is. But that's it. So you save that, and then you can pull up. I'll shut the truck off for a second. Okay, now the next part of this is, of course, you're going to want to be able to read that data log. So once you've saved it, to whatever location, then you're going to go over here, you're going to hit data log, which is up top. You're going to click open data log, and you're going to see your files there wherever you did store them. So for me, what I'll do is I'll open up an old file, and you can see all of your information there. So on this one, you've got your RPM. I'm pretty sure this is all just standard, but RPM, throttle position, map, fuel flow, target AFR, actual AFR, injector pulse width, fuel pressure. You can change this to what it's showing. You can change it to a drag race configuration. It's going to show you oil pressure, fuel pressure, boost PSI, if you've got dome control, AFR, RPM. So I can go over here now and I can click all along, see what my air fuel ratio was. I got my boost in red, so you can see the boost when I start to do my pull. You can click and go over here. Okay, so my PSI, my boost PSI was 5.5 at this point in time in my pull. I'm just gonna hold the camera straight here for a minute. My peak boost, you can see where I shifted because it dropped off on both fuel pressure and boost, and RPM also. And then got, oh wait, where's RPM? Yeah, RPM dropped off, and then you can see RPM start to spike back up as I get to max RPM. Again, we're up to almost 10 PSI on this old pull, 11 PSI at the peak, and fuel pressure 50 PSI. So wherever you kind of scroll along on here will be the measurements or the reading values over here at that point in time. So let's go get some new data logs. We're in the truck, making our way over to a private closed road. We're gonna do a quick test here and get a data log. I will show you what the screen looks like. We've got our RPM actively displaying because I have the gauges up right now, but we'll switch it over to the data log in a second. So here we go. I'll show it here. I'm going to stop here for a second. It's a little bit better. All right, here we go. You can see the vacuum. I got RPM. I got map sensor, display, air temp, oil pressure, air fuel ratio, whatever else you want to display on there. So that's that. All right. Continuing on. Close that. On a private road here. I'm just going to warm the tires up a little bit, and I am going to open up the exhaust dump because that's when I experience the boost cut. Okay, we're going to start data logging. Clipboard is red. I'm going to do what I do at the track. It's just spinning. Oh, that was in second gear. Stupid idiot. Okay, redo. Cancel that. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. We're in first gear. I've started the data log. I don't know, I'm just gonna roll out because it's not gonna hook up, so here we go. Spinning. Here we go. Okay, we got it to cut out. That's what we wanted. Okay, I'm gonna stop my data log. And we'll save that and review it here in a minute. Hear that? Once these tires are sticky, they're sticky. This is my favorite part right here. You'll hear it as I pull in. Clink, 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 clink. Picking up all the stones. All right, let's look at the boost, or let's look at that data log. All right, now again, we'll do a quick refresher on how to open up that data log. I just saved it, so we're gonna go open data log. Pull my laptop out here a little bit. I did shut the truck off, so don't think I need to be online to look at that. So here we go, 0816 today, And here we are. So I've got RPM, I've got throttle position, AFR, injector pulse width. I'm gonna change that again to my drag race one here. Has fuel pressure, oil pressure, throttle, and boost is what I wanna see. So I don't know exactly how to scale this so that I can see the peak boost there because it's off the screen. Properties, zoom all. Oh, no, zoom last. Not sure. Maybe I'll make another video on that when I figure that out. But so looks like right here is where my RPM cut out, and you can see at that RPM, let's go a little bit over, maybe a little bit over the other way. We got 11.8 psi, got 49 psi of oil pressure, or sorry, fuel pressure, 67 psi of oil pressure. We got 100% throttle there, and we're at 6,000 RPM, which is not our red line. Boost, 11.4, 11. Down here, no issues. It looks like I shifted at roughly 5,400 RPM. We had 6 PSI, that's fine. And then as we come over here, the boost starts to build up, 12 PSI, so there you go. 12 PSI is what my boost cut is currently set at. So obviously I've got a terrible wastegate priority right now. I have a 4-pound spring in there and we're creeping all the way up to 12 PSI, which is fine. I have no problem running that boost. I just need to be able to control it as well. When it comes up to 12, if I had better control, if I had MAC valves or CO2 control, I could kind of plateau that out so that we can still continue on with our RPM range. So I'm gonna send this over to the tuner. I'm not a tuner. That's very obvious with how difficult this was to even show you how to data log. But that's my interpretation of it. I'm hitting my 12 PSI. It looks pretty straightforward. I might have to look at better wastegate setup in order to control that boost better, and maybe it's time to start looking at a boost controller as well. But a boost controller is not going to do any good if my wastegate can't bleed off pressure. So we'll send it to the tuner now. I'm going to see if he can up my boost limit as long as everything looks safe. I might have to do another data log or two for him to make sure my fueling is okay. And if that's the case, I'll have him up that boost limit maybe to 14 or 15 now. And what else? I might have him increase my rev limiter because I believe it's at like 6,500 right now, and I know at the track I hit it a couple times and I'm especially hitting it pretty quickly in my burnout. So I might have him move that up 100 or 200 RPM, move my boost limit up a little bit, and next time we go to the track, hopefully that helps. Because I was starting to, on my fastest pass, I hit that boost cut probably 100 to 150 feet before the traps. I got a 751, but at 83 miles per hour, and before that I was averaging like 94 miles per hour, so it was down like 11 mile per hour. So that's where we're at right now. Hello again, future Aaron, if you made it this far, and hopefully this was helpful to some of you that are starting to figure out your Holley Terminator system and wanting to look at this stuff yourself, or just trying to get a data log to send to your tuner. Appreciate you watching. We'll talk to you later. Smash that like button if you found this useful, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.